being away from Call of Duty didn't sit well with us. It didn't feel right. Just felt like there was a gap in our soul, you know, a huge gap in everything that we loved.
It's been an interesting year. I'm not sure how to feel.
When I was an AM, like, I'd always get asked, you know, what team would you want to go for? If I was going to leave you guys, it'd probably be 100 Thieves.
Thieves, who we expect to be pretty good, one of the top 4 in the league.
Zach's talking to John, but John's not even responding nor listening. Like, bro, we're not even trying to win at this point.
If you're not at that level you want to be at and you're not showing the potential to be there, it's best, in my opinion, to, you know, be proactive, make a move.
This was not an easy decision. We spent a lot of time debating and trying to figure out what's best for the team. Our goal here is to win championships. We're always going to be looking for the best solutions that'll help us achieve that goal, and we're going to keep working towards bringing home that trophy.
There was fans literally saying I was too old to compete, my hands were falling behind. Like, it was legit mind-blowing stuff I was reading, like telling me to retire.
Thieves, they've been on the upwards. Ever since they picked up John, they've been playing a lot of the top teams really closely. Obviously, it wasn't the best performance at Major 5, but they are not coming off of a loss. They're just trying to come in here and make something happen.
It's only LA Thieves' first year, and they will have that winning team. If I'm on it, if anyone else is on it, they will be that org that will be winning everything.
A lot of ups and downs this year, but you know, it definitely could have been worse, so I'm happy with the outcome.
I truly do believe the sky's the limit. If you think we're going to roll over and die easy, that's not going to be the case. And hopefully you'll see us hoisting a trophy and truly going 0 to 100.
Me personally, I think playing online is just really, really bad. But yeah, we came to the LAT house or facility, whatever you want to call it, for 6 months, about every weekend to play online matches. Some were stressful, some were pretty okay, some were really good. I just think overall, like I said, the mentality going into online matches is just not good, just because we know there's some sort, if not a tiny bit, or sometimes actual massive amounts of like inconsistency with online. So it's just always not fun, and there's always something going wrong, just because, like I said, it's always online, it's never in person, so somebody's across the country got something messed up. It's just like really stressful at times.
It's tough. We're like a brand new team at the end of the season, so it's like really hard to put together Search and Destroy and Control. Like, we were doing pretty well on Hardpoint, which is much easier to put together quicker, in my opinion. But Search and Destroy and Control comes down to reps, especially Search and Destroy. You can only get reps in like tournament situations, which we haven't been put in a lot. So it's really tough for us to put those game modes together, so we're gonna make a lot of mistakes. I mean, even myself, like, I'm super under-practiced in those modes. Like, I had 2 months of vacation time in this game. People forget that. Like, in the middle of the season, I basically didn't touch Control or S&D for 2 months. So, like, it's really hard to perform in those modes. We got like 2 or 3 weeks before champs, so hopefully we can get some more reps and get a little cleaner on those modes and like actually make a run.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure and pride that I welcome you all to the 2021 Call of Duty League playoffs. It has been a wild and crazy year for us all, and today we take a huge step back to normality here, live in Los Angeles from the Galen Center, the home of the Trojans. Our very own Warriors prepare to do battle for the CDL Championship and $1.2 million.
Leading up to champs, the practice was actually really bad. Obviously, Scump and Envoy had COVID, so we had a few scrims chalked by them. Kenny had COVID, so he couldn't perform at his highest level.
So when I went back up there and they told me like my test came back negative, I was like, okay. And the lady was like, well, we never get false positives. I'm like, okay, so if y'all retested my test and they came back negative, how do you never get a false positive? Because I'm like, isn't that a false positive? And so when I got the new test and it was positive, I was like, ain't no way I'm making this, man. Like, it's chalked, like. And then, but like, I called my mom when I went to the new place. And mom was like, you're gonna get a negative right here, watch. And like, as soon as she said that, I got the results of the negative. I was like, thank God.
Really, all you played was league play for your practice, and we got a lot of our scrims chalked throughout the last like 2-3 weeks before champs. So right after stage 5. And then even I think the first day here, I switched to an AR, and we played with Kyler.
What do you think of the setup? Like this is...
This? I think it's good. I think it's really cool, honestly. Well, we're in like the basketball hoop right there. So, if you want, after the map, just go hit a little dunk real quick or something, put on your J's. I think it's a cool area.
I mean, part of me like supporting So and all that was just, well, one, I love the game, and two, it's like, I don't know. I mean, why not? I mean, I'm a competitor. I'm here if they need me at any point. I wanted to make that clear, and I want to make sure I'm still on top of my game for the next time I play. And I was just trying to be there as much as I could.
I asked what time I should be here. You said 11.
Wait, I need to verify.
Comms are off today.
Dude. And I show up and there's just nobody here.
Wait. No. That was on Monday. I said we have a tech test thing tomorrow at 11 a.m., which will be Tuesday. Dude. But you're okay for not being there.
Dude. Yeah, get it.
He's pulling out the receipt.
Oh, I did say probably like 11ish. Well, I apologize.
You know what time it is. Probably like 11.
Probably. Thanks, James. My bad.
Get him, Tyler. Just hit it here.
I'm sorry.
I was the first person in the venue.
Bad.
Oh, my bad.
I was lost. I didn't know how to get in.
Wait, it wasn't that hour. It was like an hour early.
He gave me no directions.
What's it like living with your parents again?
They wake me up at 8 a.m.
Nice.
That's how we're starting champs? We're teammating?
I didn't see. I wasn't looking.
We're teammating on the break?
Oh.
I'm ready. Dude, I saw FaceTime. I was waiting for my to turn positive randomly. I was like, there's only one reason it's FaceTiming me at 1 a.m.
I was like on the phone with Victoria.
My heart dropped when you texted back, yeah, I meant to call you. Yeah. I texted Cap and Vega after. I was like, I got cockroaches on the table or something.
They got no roast reviews. Bro. No, the ones that were on the lightsaber, they were pretty small, but it was like, I'm pretty sure it's like a nest of them, like a bunch of babies, and like it's literally like a bunch of them.
How are you feeling about Raid versus Garrison Hardpoint? Zach, you too.
What?
Raid Garrison Hardpoint versus Minnesota. Which would you rather play?
I'd like a raid, but I mean, it's a 1-7 on Gary. I'm down to shout that.
And we have a match ahead of us, man. I cannot wait for this one to start.
This is going to be good. Like we said, it's our first elimination game that we've had so far here at playoffs, which just only adds to the level of intensity. Somebody's going home after this match is through. So that just kind of sets the stage for what is going to be a phenomenal game. We talk about the Thieves, we talk about the rokkr. Any quick expectations for this bad boy?
Well, I think this one's going to be a grueler of a series because Minnesota, obviously, they just won the last major. Then they came in today and just got 3-0'd by Dallas. Wasn't even close. And then for the opposite side, for the Thieves, they've been on the upwards. Ever since they picked up John, they've been playing a lot of the top teams really closely. Obviously, it wasn't the best performance at Major 5, but they are not coming off of a loss. They're just trying to come in here and make something happen. Minnesota, they have to bounce out early.
Here you go. Come on, guys. It's time to make some noise for your hometown team. It is the LA Thieves.
Having those spawns for P2. As long as they can try to trade a couple kills out, they should be able to flip it, but Kenny's able to walk in, able to find 3, secure those spawns for the Thieves, and with 15 seconds left, they have to focus off the rotation. Right now, Thieves have a perfect setup. Slasher was able to find one. Unfortunately, he's gonna get traded, but he should still spawn on the backside. It's all about if his teammates can pick up these kills. They have 2 players on the hill, but Standy's able to sneak through. He's able to find 2. He's trying to find the 3rd, and he's able to get it. Pulls out the pistol, trying to get the 4th, but he's trying to wait for his teammate. The pinch is there, and Minnesota get the break. With P4 starting, the Thieves had to try to break into this early. They had to try to flip it with 2 kills happening there. Slasher finds 2, John finds a 3rd. So now they have control of this hard point. Now only being down 31 points. All they have to do is just get a good chunk of time off this and they're able to change the lead.
192 to 188, a back and forth game, and it only continues to be that way. Such an important hard point, but that's going to be a few. They start to line up for Kenny, and with that, the Thieves, they get a clean 4 down, and now they've got that next rotation prepared.
Yeah, they secured the spawns for that P5, so now the Thieves only being down 10 points are going to start off with the initial time here. Keep in mind, Draza and John not having the best games, but Slasher and Kenny really stepping up as that main assault rifle duo.
Just right now from Minnesota, Thieves starting to see some life. 20 more points before this hard point is called theirs.
So the Thieves had to try to flip these spawns, and so far Minnesota doing a great job, but they find 3. The last play is going to be attached. He has to try to go big. He finds 1, and with that kill, his teammate's going to be able to spawn back there. They have to try to go big here, or Thieves going to close it out.
Oh my God, attach. He's
taking out the
Let's go.
Give me some lows. Give me some, baby. Let's go, lows. Yo, get it on. Holy f, that was nerve-wracking. God.
Dude, I don't know if you were watching our checks before, but we had the same thing. We had like up 40, we had like 10 seconds to close out, and we literally stood in lane for like 40 seconds to contest it. Someone go.
I've just been really frustrated with like the whole community the past few years. Like, well, I got benched. First off, that would have never happened if it was on LAN. Second off, there was fans literally saying I was too old to compete. My hands were falling behind. Like, it was legit mind-blowing stuff I was reading, like telling me to retire. Cause I keep up with everything. Like, I keep my mentions on most of the time. I read the Reddit. Like, I always keep up with everything. I like reading, honestly, negative comments. It kind of fuels me and I laugh at it. So, but this time it was kind of like really starting to annoy me because I wasn't able to perform like my normal self, and I knew it was just like people don't understand how different online LAN is until you actually experience it at the top level. So a lot of these fans are just ignorant in that fact, but it just started to really get to me and annoy me. And so yeah, that tweet kind of was just like, bro, like I've been trying to tell you guys, because like now I'm in the top of like the stat categories again, just like I was for 6 years when there was LAN. Like there was no year I wasn't in the top stat categories of like multiple different things. And we go back to LAN, we actually get to play a tournament, and I had a 1.2 again. And we played against Toronto and Dallas, who are 2 really good teams. So like, I've been trying to tell y'all, like, I know what I'm talking about.
Talk about Slasher and John, Slasher and Kenny, number of different guys who have been in positions like this, but they're gonna have to dig deep if they want to send us toward that map 5.
The Thieves are going to be able to set up properly for this P2. The pressure is all coming in from inside breaks, though. As one player is also going to fly out from top green. Trey's going back and forth. Slasher able to find 3 in the kill feed, 1 being a team kill. But the Thieves are able to hold, and now they're forcing all of Minnesota with 35 seconds to try to push out from top green.
I got talent. He's weak. I got time, Zach. Go. I'm on 6. I got time. Give me back life with me. I'm trying to go around. Close mid door. I reach out, Zach. Deep, press it. I got a streak.
Thieves, they're still focused on P1. They still want to try to walk away with these final 7 seconds. So with that, the clearance could potentially be in. rokkr toward the backside of their spawn. Could it be a game 5? It looks to be that way. And you bet that it will be. Thieves on the brink of elimination, answer back. You cannot ask for more than this. A good old game 5. The intensity starts to set in that much more. The weight, the pressure on the shoulders of all 8 of these players in terms of this year. Everything that you've worked for could very well come to an end at this very map. Now all down to Priesta, 23 seconds left. He has to try to take the player off of the defuse, draws a punching in the digits, and John and Slasher are there to watch over him. Major from one side, Priesta from the other. Draza gets sandwiched. Kenny's gonna have to do this one solo. Toward the parking garage, they are gonna be aware of his position. Can he stay alive? Puts in some bullets toward Priesta, but not enough. And now left up to Slasher and Draza, but this is not an easy bomb site to reclaim. Considering where both of these players could be, hops on the defuse, got scared for just a moment. The Thieves answer back, it is 2-2. John, all by himself, what can he do? 25 seconds, and the rokkr players just trying to distance themselves back. Attach knows, as long as I stay alive, that should decide how this game goes. John for the first, but he knows, he doesn't see where Major is. He doesn't see where Major is. He was toward the bottom side of the car. Has to go for the defuse. Major, can he take him down? And he will! Minnesota stay alive!
I was going into this event with the mindset that we could beat everyone. I didn't personally play well the whole series at all, but no, like when we won first map, it felt good because even though I didn't play to my expectations that I know I can play, we still beat them comfortably, you know what I mean? So I feel like we were gonna win the whole series, to be honest.
Obviously everyone was heartbroken. That was the end of our season, and obviously a top 8, you know, just sucks. You know, got there, only got to play 1 match.
Me and Zach were in the back, you know, for like I think an hour, just, you know, go over the maps that we lost, even the maps that we won, you know, like how some of these maps were close. but just like trying to see like, you know, the things that we talked about that we weren't doing in that match and why it kind of slipped away, you know? Because almost every single map, except maybe you can say last map, they were all pretty close maps.
I don't know if I should have stayed on A here.
I didn't know what the to do here. I guess I should have got to Austin as soon as possible. I think I actually ended up making the play. We still lose this round. But I think I crossed the A.
It's over, there's nothing you can change. But I mean, just to watch it back, just see how you lose and just like things that you really don't fix anymore because you've already lost. So your mistakes are your mistakes, and you just gotta, you know, to be better next year.
I think we're all competitors. I think we love competing. I think, you know, this team's been putting a lot of hard work in, and just, I think this is our passion. So like, I think we just needed to watch it, you know?
Coming into the season, I definitely had certain expectations. I think the way I've always been, I'm super competitive, was throughout my playing career. I did have that expectation in coaching also for the team to, you know, not win every tournament, that's just unrealistic, but maybe steal a tournament or two, maybe try to be a consistent top 3-4 team.
I feel like when you're playing on 100 Thieves, you have a high expectation to be at least a contender for a chip in almost every single event. So, I mean, that is a lot of pressure on the players playing, but I mean, if you're playing with a championship team, like, you know, everyone on the team expects to get first or get close to first and have a good chance to win. So, I mean, it's understandable for the pressure that you have.
Obviously, we fell well short of that, which is frustrating and disappointing, but that's how it is. It's tough. There's a lot of talent in the league now, and it's really tough to be super consistent at the top, and for whatever reason, you know, we weren't clicking early in the year. Obviously tried a bunch of different roster moves, a bunch of different things to make it work. Nothing really gave us what we were looking for, even though I will say there was a few times where I felt like we were close, but man, it didn't pan out the way we hoped.
I think this season was a success. I obviously would have loved to win a championship, you know, place a little bit higher, have a better, like had a better chance to get a ring or even you know, a chip. But obviously LAN came back, played in front of a crowd, had some really close matches in those. I started in the AM scene, I changed my role a whole bunch of times, and now I feel like I made a pretty good name for myself, and a lot of ups and downs this year, but you know, it definitely could have been worse, so I'm happy with the outcome.
You know, they did what they could, I feel like, throughout the year. Like, they tried as hard as they could to get like better and keep improving. Especially, you know, JCap and the coaches, you know, they get a lot of flack and stuff, but I could see that they all wanted to win.
This is something I am working on, but I learned very early that I'm not very great at giving the motivational pep talks before a match, you know. I think I got better towards the end of the year, but you know, early in the year I found myself kind of stuck, like I don't know what to say to these guys to, like, you know, really like motivate them right before a match, you know, kind of kick their adrenaline up to like the next level.
I feel for the players because they were working really hard. I kind of saw it from the behind scenes, like Kenny, Austin, all of them. They were working really hard for success, so I couldn't imagine like the pressure they felt. So, you know, you got to show love to them as well, for real. That's how I look at it, me personally.
It's only the first year for LA Thieves, so obviously a top 8 placing for champs is not good, but I do not see another world where, you know, next year, the year after, that 100 Thieves start in losers at champs again, because this organization, they want to win. The players underneath the organization, they want to win, and I don't think they're gonna let 2 years happen in a row.
Moving forward for everyone, including myself, I mean, for the org first, hoping for the best for the org, and just for myself, man, I'm very excited to get up on that stage again, because seeing it from the outside, seeing the energy with all the fans, it's something special. It's something special. It really lights you up. So I'm excited to do what I love again, and wherever that may be, you know, Thieves, I'm just grateful to be here. So
I think they will have that winning team. If I'm on it, if anyone else is on it, they will be that org that will be winning everything. Anything that Nate Shot is working on, it's gonna be good. Like, I know how hardworking Nate is, and I know how much time and effort he puts into his craft, that no matter what, there's gonna be great things behind it.
Not knowing what is going to happen in the future, but I just hope that it's not on.
Mr. Shot. Mr. Shot.
Do you have any
Final words from Mr. Shot.
Kind of final words. You haven't seen the last of me, Mr.